Next, Russell Wilson reaches an extension before a certain player. So it looks like, Russell Wilson and the Broncos reach an extension. Let me get the contract. I just want to get it
like
correct.
239 or something like that.
Yeah, so Russell Wilson will be getting – hold on. Let's only get the full contract for everybody. So his contract is – there we go. New deal for $245 million over 5 years, including $165 million in guarantees, which I think is pretty low. I think he should be seeing upwards to $200, just to where the quarterback market has been going. So 5 more years of Russell Wilson in Denver to continuously make them contenders.
Broncos country.
Let's ride. Broncos country. Let's ride. So, big deal. And I don't know we brought this up because he received his deal before Lamar. So I just want to ask Chubbs, what does he think? When do we think Lamar? Do we think Lamar's just not going to sign and it's just going to be in the offseason?
Yeah, Lamar already said as soon as week 1 starts, he's ending contract negotiations for the season so he can focus on the season. I honestly think this probably hurts Lamar's contract in a way because the rumor is that Lamar is seeking a fully guaranteed contract, and that'd be the first one to get a really fully guaranteed contract out of anybody, and that would change the whole contract situation for any player, really, if we were going to be honest, because nobody's ever done that. That's the rumor, and if Russ is getting $245 and only getting $162 guaranteed, which is kind of low for a franchise.
I think that's super low for him.
That is going to hurt Lamar. Lamar's contract talks at least this year until somebody else signs and gets it crazy. Because Kyler Murray got, I'm not fully, but it was he has a pretty big guaranteed money on his contract.
Yeah, I can see how much it was.
So I know it's more than 162, but I don't think it's going to get done this year or this season. And 2, I know that, there's little speculation.
Yeah, Kyler Murray got almost $190 million fully guaranteed. He got $189,500.
So I know there's a little speculation, social media, because Lamar liked a Miami Dolphins photo. And I saw somebody made a good point, and Lamar liked the post. The guy said Tyrann Mathieu all season was liking Ravens stuff all during the year, and where did he end up? He ended up with the Saints. So just because guys are liking pictures, that there's no really context to it. It's social media. It's for fun. That's what it really should be for. People take it way too literal. But Miami fans like Joe that's in the chat all the time talking about in a year. I want everybody to understand. They have 2 years to franchise him. So even if they don't get a contract done with him, this is a big if. Because if he's never, if
3 more years with Lamar and
at least
Ravens
in Baltimore,
is guaranteed.
Basically, they
What
got
if he
2 franchises.
What if y'all franchise him, still no regional contract, and then last year to franchise him and say he doesn't want to play?
Then that's going to be at a point where they still have him for a year. If he doesn't play during his contract, that could hurt him. But they probably would try to part ways with him. And if that happens, me being a really diehard Ravens fan, I would be so pissed off with the organization because this guy is a once-in-a-generation type of player, and he's an MVP. The only other player to be unanimously MVP, then I think I forgot who else did it, but there's only been 2 unanimous MVPs in the whole NFL existence, and he's a franchise. He's a top 5 football player, So, and he wins games. So, he's a top 5 football player.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not. No.
Yes, he is.
There you go, Dio. He's not top 5. He's just a 5 at quarterback. How's he a top 5 football player?
He is one of the best football players in the league. He's a football player.
He's not a top 5 football player. We're ranking football players in the league. He's not in the top 5. He's not in the top 10.
Great.
Like, what are we talking about?
He is great.
Top 25. I give you that.
No, he's one of the best football players in the league.
Just take back top 5, bro. Top 5 is ridiculous to say.
It's hard to say top 5 first. I mean,
he impacts the game more.
He definitely has a big impact on the game.
Not denying that at all. But to say he's a top 5 player was crazy.
But I mean, that's how much faith I have in him. I think he's going to MVP again this year. But I don't know. I feel like they'll get something done. That's what I hope. If they don't and they end up letting him go, I'm probably going to be done with the Ravens for a little bit in football.
Quiet down.
No,
y'all let him go. Y'all probably trade for like CJ Stroud or Bryce Young.
You're basically letting go of he's not to LeBron, but he's a LeBron type of caliber athlete. Like
I'm gonna go Paul George.
Nah, shut the fuck up. Nah.
Paul George, bro.
Nah. But you know what I'm talking about. That type of athlete, you're letting that type of guy go.
Yeah, you don't let him go. That's a fireball offense for a GM.
Thank you. I agree. I'm praying, hopefully God listens to me.
Spoon, what are your thoughts?
I agree with you, Chris. Basically everything you said, honestly. I ain't got too much to say. We've been talking about Lamar. I think he's doing the right thing. He needs to be paid what he's worth. So we'll just wait and see.
I'll tell you this, if we win the Super Bowl this year, he goddamn go get that fully guaranteed contract.
Yeah, we need to wait and see. I just think for him to be
I don't think that's happening, but yeah.
It could. You never know.
I honestly think
the Bengals went to the Super Bowl with that O-line. We didn't think that was happening.
He loves
I think y'all need a receiver. If y'all were to have Odell,
bro,
or if
we
y'all
can
would
run
have got,
football, I'm okay with it, bro. Just run the football.
I just think y'all need a top tier. Unless Rashad Bateman turns into Jamar Chase, I don't
think you understand. I mean, I know we're cutting into a deal with saying I don't think you understand how much they're going to use this rookie. We got a tight end.
I understand that, but then he has to be like Kyle Pitts.
He's going to be better than Hayden Hurst, and he got an MVP with Hayden Hurst. And
I'm not denying the chance that he can get an MVP. I'm talking about Super Bowl.
I think we can do it with what we got. It's to be determined.
Yeah, that is a fact.
We did pick up, Demarcus Robinson. I know he's not anything crazy. He's
that
a vet,
nigga ass. No.
Hey, he was balling in preseason.
I watched him on the Chiefs for the last 4 years. He ain't turning no fucking heads.
Hey, he makes plays though every once in a while. Makes more plays than Sammy Watkins though.
That might be a fact. That might be a fact.
Why Sammy Watkins just catch strays like that, bro?
Sammy caught a mean stray like
for no reason. He just trying to stay healthy, bro.
I bet Sammy had a better year than him.
Nah. I think they're actually going to use DeMarcus Robinson.
Sammy with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like I said, I agree with you, Chris. If they don't take advantage of Lamar and making him the quarterback that he could be, then I am going to have a big question mark next to our franchise for a while. Like you said, he needs a receiver, bro. I keep on going back to the fact of what he was doing with Hollywood, and having Mark Andrews. And even like what he brings to the table as far as like being a dual threat. Like you said, I mean, I can see why you would say he's like one of the top players in the league. He makes plays. So imagine putting something around.
He just wins.
Yeah, I wouldn't say wins, but
he wins in the regular season. He's a regular season winner.
He makes plays, but he can't do it all by himself. It's a LeBron effect. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like at some point it's just gonna work, it's just gonna work.
Throwing LeBron out here with LeBron is like, we gotta relax a little bit, guys.
He's that type of athlete.
Just relax a little bit.
No, I said LeBron effect. I didn't say he was LeBron. It's the LeBron effect. Eventually, everybody needs some help. And I think as far as like his contract is concerned, I think he just loves to play. Like he loves the game, so he's not going to make too much noise about it right now. But at the end of the day, it is a business. He wants to be paid, especially like you said. These contracts that these guys are getting, it's kind of ridiculous. in my opinion. That is really ridiculous. What some of these guys
are
are
like an old head. They're getting paid too much money.
I mean, I think they get
not football players. Basketball players get money that they don't.
No, baseball players get paid stupid bread.
Well, baseball is extremely hard to play. It's very hard to hit a ball coming at you 90 miles per hour.
I've seen a 260-pound, 300-pound big guy be in the MLB smacking home runs. Just can't run bases, but he's there for hitting.
Yeah, because it's hard to hit that damn ball. So
if you can hit a ball, you can make it to the MLB.
Yeah, if you can time that shit up, then you should be fine. But
that's legit.
In baseball, if you hit a ball 3 out of 10 times that you're up there, you're considered a damn near Hall of Famer. So you're considered like a bona fide Hall of Famer for being 30% right, bro.
Let's not say all that way. That's 30%, bro. If you have you're not gonna have a 400 batting average in baseball, bro.
My point is back to what my real point is.
You strike out way more than you hit.
Not how the NFL viewership is, and these players should be deserved to be paid. Why not?
I mean, how many people go to baseball games? Depending, the Yankees still the most profitable.
Games to get drunk. That's why they go.
The Yankees still the most profitable sports team in the NBA and the U.S. So
no, I think isn't it the Cowboys? I think exceeded them now. I thought
exceeded them now, but but look, everybody.
Cowboys are worth $2.6 billion or something crazy.
Nobody wear NFL team fits; they wear MLB fits.
Because MLB is international sport, bro. MLB, MLS is international sports, bro. They don't watch American football on the other side of the world. They watch baseball.
Hey, but back to what you're saying. One thing about the Ravens, and then we'll end on this. They need to do something to get around them.
We'll talk more about the Ravens next week.
They're not going to do it. We got four running backs now on the roster and 5 tight ends for some goddamn reason. So,
J.K. Dobbins is hurt. We'll talk about that later, though. So, still limping.
He's hurt again.